The Snowman's Shadow. The first snowstorm of the year blanketed the small mountain town of Clearwater, isolating it from the rest of the world. For 10-year-old Mia, it was the perfect time to build a snowman. Her mother bundled her up and sent her into the yard with a carrot, some coal, and a scarf. "Don't go too far," her mother warned. "The storm might pick up again." Mia nodded, her breath fogging in the frigid air. She rolled 3 large balls of snow and stacked them carefully, creating the largest snowman she'd ever made. She gave it a crooked smile with the coal and pressed the carrot firmly in place. As the sun began to set, Mia stepped back to admire her creation. But something about the snowman felt wrong. Its grin looked a little too sharp in the fading light, and the coal eyes seemed to glint like polished obsidian. She shivered and ran inside as the wind began to howl. That night, Mia woke to a soft crunching sound outside her window. She sat up, peeking out through the frost-covered glass. The snowman was no longer standing where she'd left it. Instead, it was closer. Its lopsided grin was pressed against the glass, and those black coal eyes stared straight into her room. Mia screamed, and her mother burst into the room moments later. She flipped on the light, and the snowman was gone. Only a faint trail of footprints led away from the window, disappearing into the woods. "You had a nightmare," her mother said, soothing her. But Mia knew she hadn't been dreaming. The next morning, her mother found the back door wide open, snow drifting into the kitchen. "Mia," she scolded, "you left the door open last night." But Mia hadn't gone outside. That evening, as darkness fell once more, Mia and her mother heard a thumping sound coming from the roof. When her mother opened the front door to investigate, a large lump of snow tumbled down from the eaves and burst apart at her feet. Inside the snow were the carrot, coal, and scarf from the snowman. The power went out, plunging the house into icy darkness. The wind howled louder, carrying with it the faint sound of laughter, sharp, high, and cruel. Mia and her mother huddled together, but it wasn't enough. By morning, the house was empty. When the storm cleared, neighbors came to check on them. They found 2 snow figures in the yard, perfectly detailed. One had a carrot nose and coal eyes. The other was smaller, wearing Mia's hat. No one ever saw them again.